Perhaps the children of the Old Ones are the best example of resilience. The only ones who have truly flourished in the jungles of Lustria, headed by the last defender of Zotl, Kroq-Gar, a great Saurus old blood. The lizardmen are cold-blooded, calculated, and have no fear of what creatures lurk beyond. Kroq-Gar has fought demons, dragon ogres, and worse, and has always, undoubtedly, come out on top. But today he faces a new challenger, the mighty Losterexen of the Cull. But nothing shakes the unshakable, the immovable rock, the defender. Of course, Losterexen of the Cull has not been idle either, both gathering thralls from Bretonnia for Fisteljäger in order to slave his new captures. The one who can dedicate himself to the old gods, and who still has the might of Skeggi at his beck and call. Many flock to his side, as while the lizardmen are generally noted as the greatest in the jungle, those who truly understand the strengths of Skeggi know that it is not without contest. Hello everybody, I'm Peter the Power Dragon, and welcome! Today, we have a very special replay for you, again, as the newly updated Skeggi battles head-to-head with the last defenders of Zotl. Let's start off with Skeggi because they have some brand new interesting units. First, Coldmen of the Cull, those who stole a couple of horned ones or cold ones from the jungles of Lustria, and now ride them as missile cavalry, kind of with a bit of a flank force. They're backed up by Cull wagons, an iconic, well, I say iconic, a staple of most Skeggi builds. And another new unit, Fountain Knights, those who are questing for the mighty Fountain of Youth, and those who have taken various things as trophies. Whether the lady wills their expedition is of no consequence at this point. What matters now is that they follow Skeggi and Losterexen into battle. Rounding out the front line, you have some Spear Kalar and some powerful frontiersmen ready to shoot into the lizardmen front lines. Look at that. Oh, glorious. Back here you have some slavers, or Verfisteljäger, as they are sometimes referred to as. And of course, Losterexen of the Cull, and a Jade Wizard up atop on a Pegasus. The last defender of Zotl has brought with him quite a few defenders, Saurus defenders and warriors, as well as a unit of Temple Guard. Round out the front line there. Any more Saurus warriors down here and defenders. I think this one might be having a bad day. Some Cold One riders on the flanks initially, perhaps looking to hamper. Out here, Cold One spear riders, some skink cohort, not eager to be enslaved in this fight, and some chameleon skinks moving through the forest. Let's get this battle underway. So, obviously, you have some opening volleys from the frontiersmen, and yet the lizardmen front line will not shake and it will not buckle. Kroq-Gar is leading this army by the lizardmen, but he is on foot. He's got Hands of the Gods, Sacred Spawning of Zotl, and Cold-Blooded. Skink cohort starting to move up, engaging the Coldmen of the Cull. They are kind of in the midst of skirmishing here, but they don't want to take a prolonged fight. We got some Razordons moving up. Oh, I love this unit. And a chameleon skink ambush sprung quite early on to start to take on these Coldmen of the Cull. They are definitely outmatched on the flank here. Cull wagons trying to come in, offer some support with their missile resistance, but the Cold One riders are able to stop that right away. Front lines have clashed, and Ugh, it is not looking great for Skeggi on the front lines here. They have quite a few Spear Kalar, but the sheer amount of Saurus is going to start to break through. Kroq-Gar and the Temple Guard fighting side by side, but Kroq-Gar is going to want to be the bastion for some other place. Lizardmen really committing a lot to killing off these Coldmen of the Cull, and then to get further in. And Cold One Riders now kind of freeing themselves up. Awakening of the Wood going down. Things are getting really fast-paced. Some Verfisselsjäger attempting to slow down the Cold One Riders, but then they push through again into those coal wagons. You gotta shut those down early. They don't seem like they're a threat, but oh boy, will they be a threat. Meanwhile, these Cold One Riders, they're getting broadsided by the Frontiersmen, and they turn around. They've managed to maneuver just past these Fountain Knights. Oh! Initial positioning appears to be favoring the Lizardmen here as they're coming in. Razordons are also coming forward. Lost Eriksson of the Cull now standing side by side with Fountain Knights. Oh! Heck of a fight gonna happen right here. Lizardmen have started to dominate the mobility, but the center of Lost Eriksson's army is still managing to hold. Lost Eriksson fighting hard against Kroq-Gar, and the Lizardmen are tired and exhausted. Let's take a look at this duel. Oh, utter chaos. Lost Eriksson, even though Kroq-Gar is very tired right now, he's still winning. And that new spawning of Huskarls, Marka Tzeentch, that will be potentially very problematic. Another Awakening of the Wood going down. Saurus Warriors trying to escape, but they do get clipped by it. Chameleon Skinks are starting to go in. Kroq-Gar, he's still exhausted, and he's not going to be able to do too much against Lost Eriksson of the Cull, but in a straight-up duel, Kroq-Gar will beat him. Jade Wizard kind of going out. Kroq-Gar, he's staying in. Probably a big old mistake there. Cold One Riders and Cold One Spear Riders kind of charging in. These guys giving use to Kroq-Gar as he marches on forward. And boom! Man. Hand of the Gods definitely coming in handy as starts to snipe out that Jade Wizard. But the Jade Wizard gonna put down a big old Shield of Thorns there. Combine that with the Mark of Tzeentch, and even though these Huskarls only have 40 armor, they are incredibly tanky. And another Earthblood. Chameleon Skinks are gonna try and shoot that Jade Wizard out of the sky. The sooner these Lizardmen can get that Jade Wizard off of the field, the better. And here the Verfisselsjäger continuing to harass the Skinks. Oh, just cutting through as Skeggi continues their endless march. Lost Eriksson of the Cull now fighting Temple Guard and Kroq-Gar. He's winded, Kroq-Gar's tired, and the two are going at it. Oh. He does not want to stay in that fight for too much longer. But another Awakening of the Wood continuing to go down as the Jade Wizard recovers. Lizardmen currently are doing quite well in the positioning front. But looking at a lot of their stuff, a lot of it is tired and exhausted. And if that Jade Wizard can stay alive and continue Earthblooding and Shield of Thornsing things, then it's going to be a real problem for the Lizardmen to continue to break open this hatch. Kroq-Gar, though, his duel with Lost Eriksson isn't really as much of a duel anymore, surrounded by Temple Guard. Already Lost Eriksson would have no hope against Kroq-Gar. The Hunt trying to save it, fight or die in Shield of Thorns, but it looks like the brave Lost Eriksson has been unable to quell the might of the Lizardmen, and he's going to withdraw. Chameleon, Skinks, and some Skink cohort now harassing, and the Fountain Knights here have just been amazing in terms of holding the line. These Huskarls have been in there for ages, and these Fountain Knights, like, look at it. Oh, such an amazing unit. And this is a fantastic play by Skeggi. By using them, I've lost a Saurus Defender, a Skink Cohort, and I've been pouring cavalry into these guys for ages, and they just haven't budged. And I really should have stopped, but I kept on doing it, and Bogey was very good at that. Chameleon Skinks, though, alongside a Hand of the God. The Jade Wizard falls from the sky, and that marks 2 major leadership losses for Skeggi. Are they going to be able to keep this one up? Quite a few Fountain Knights starting to waver. Oh, Cold One Spear Riders munching down on Fountain Knights, but these guys are still holding out for the Fountain of Youth, Eternal Life, for something. They're fighting for something. Razordon Hunting Pack continuing just to harass these flanks. They've been very. Let me get a look at it. Let me get a look at your card. They've been quite handy here. Oh, I love that model. Even when all of this is happening, Fountain Knights, the Lady's Blessing may be lost. Are they gonna stay? No, they're gonna rout, and I think that has officially spelled doom for the forces of Skeggi. Really, really good one by Boki. We really want to show off some of the newer units that Duke has been adding to the end times. So, my apologies if this wasn't as tactically rich as you may have been used to, but some great plays. Boki's for Fizzlejäger doing quite well for themselves, clearing up all of those skinks, and the Fountain Knights just amazing. Unfortunately, though, the Coal Wagons, the Frontiersmen, and the Coldmen of the Coal just got immediately shut down by cavalry play. Kroq-Gar just in the center trying to outduel Lost Ericsson there. And I keep misspeaking. It is really a duel when Kroq-Gar is backed up by about 24 other massive dinosaurs in the form of Temple Guard. Of course, Chameleon Skinks helped out quite well as well. What am I saying? But great plays all around. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm testing the limits of some cinematics, but I guarantee you I'm going to get another video out soon that I hope you all are going to like. So stay tuned. Bye!